sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week one of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Right back to Krosky-Merritt. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's a gain of 2. And a Washington first down.
Krosky-Merritt to run again. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. From the 33, here's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
First down, New York.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Play action. It's Murray. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
Just shy of midfield.
Third and a yard.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Paul. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another run here with Paul. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Draymond Jones able to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. D.J. Reader in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now Murray on third and long. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready now for their second drive. And, Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That is underneath, and it's Trotsky Merritt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 36.
On the give, Trotsky Merritt. Good running inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
19 more yards. That's another.
First down, and it's back to Trotsky Merritt. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Man in motion is Brown. Daniels to throw on second down. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Makes it third and 4.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Second and goal.
Terry McLaurin. A 4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jabari Preston Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jets, nothing.
Here's Cardi now. Pick it away following the touchdown. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jack Sanborn on the stop. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He runs with it.
Murray. A gain of 9 yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Jets.
They'll run. This is Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage. And
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Washington, 1st down.
Now Daniels. This one into the hands of Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
The air again is Daniels. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Daniels going to throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble scramble leads to a first down. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Daniel's going to keep this himself. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide. So only a gain of about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And he's in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Hardy now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders 14, Jets nothing.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's
a gain there of 27 yards.
Good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. From the 43. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run. A gain there of 21. Good for a Jets first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Jets first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 6-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Very good blocking, and he's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. Here's White, and he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with White, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Daniel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Man in motion is Brown. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down. And
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. And in motion is Brown. They'll set up the screen to right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Washington first down.
On first down, Daniels. Swing this one out to White, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Commanders first down. First
A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Set to go now on first and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On the zone read, Krosky Merritt. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. It is second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Right back to Krosky Merritt. The ball comes out. The Jets have got it. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Jets 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now he'll swing it out to his fullbacks. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep from McLaurin. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll throw on first down with Murray. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw is Murray. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Rush. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off. First and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38-yard line. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
First and 10 at the 45.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Commanders' 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 17.
On first down, it's Murray. Short one there to Okonkwo. And the Jets are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
Jets first down.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Christian Watson.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Murray will throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, It's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. He's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the 47. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Daniels. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
1st and 10
at the 45-yard line.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And in motion is Brown. 3rd and long. And here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance. So instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there. Throw this ball away and puts an end to this drive.
The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 19-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Open right side is a Okonkwo. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And the Jets, 1st down.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jack Sanborn on the stop. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Jets. First down.
On the run, here's Hall. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll run again. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now pass deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's caught, and here's DJ Dallas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That is caught by Washington. Look at the big man go. And he will score. Darnell Washington same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score. Commanders 24, Jets 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields.
Justin Fields.
This one a win for the visiting Jets. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.